Hey, welcome back to Project 38. Ranger's Brockett here, and today we're going to restore the wheels on my F-150. Stick around, I'll show you how. Hard. Okay, what I've been doing for the last few minutes is I went over it with the wire brush and got all of the scale off of it, all that clear coat, and just took an air compressor, blowed this dust out. Now, the wire brush is not going to get everything. So this right here is still cut clear coat on it, and it's coming in to blended, and you got this flaky stuff. This flaky stuff, all these little flakes, you'll have to get sandpaper. Sand all that down. Okay, once you went around it sanding it, change the sandpaper, go around it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and just keep going over it until everything is smooth and consistent. So, keep going. I wanted to show this to you. Right here, this transition from this aluminum into that, this is clear coat. This is what didn't come off. It's not 100% necessary that all the clear coat comes off, but you will have to feather these edges out, like right here. You can see that. If you can feel it, you're going to see it in your paint. Can you feel that right there? See this? There is a noticeable step right there that you can feel this. So you'll have to take sandpaper and blend this out, feather it out. If you can feel it, you'll see it in your paint. So take your time, get your sandpaper out, 280 somewhere through there. And in case you didn't know, the smaller the number, the more rough it is. The higher the number, the more finer that it is. So that's what we want to do next. We've got this one here, it's all sanded. All we like on this one now is we're gonna wash it down with soap and water, let it thoroughly dry. Then we will put the priming on there. So we'll show you what's next. We're back. These have all been sanded down and prepped. All the clear coat has been removed that we needed to get off. Edges have been sanded and feathered. Everything's looking real good. I know there's some nicks and some gouges in these along the way. That's the one I started with, trialed. I really like that pattern, the silver and the black. So what we're gonna do, like these areas right here, they're gonna need some spot putty, but I want to put the etching primer on it and then do my puttying on top of that. I don't like to do spot putty on raw material. So what we're gonna do now, these have been washed, they've been thoroughly dried. I've got some duplicate color, grease, and wax remover. We're going to saturate a towel. Right here, we're going to saturate a towel, and we're going to wipe this over. We're going to keep going over it until there's no residue that comes off onto the cloth.
This is important. So you want to take your time on this. Just wipe everything down. These things were spotless when we put them in the drying area, but sometime between drying and I was able to get back to them, I guess just residual goo had gotten on them. Let's just wipe them all down, go over them, do it 4 times, front and back. I'll be right back. Got it. Okay, we're using Duplicate Color Automotive Self-Etching Primer. We want to do a light coat, all surfaces that you're wanting to. Now the purpose of this is this will really bite into that wheel and allow your paint to have something really good to stick to. Paint alone, don't even try to get any of those paints that have the primer built into it. You waste your money. You know, this you have to buy 2 cans. You have to buy a can of primer, you got to buy a can of paint, but you're going to get a better result. So self-etching primer over the whole surface, let it dry, and we'll show you what's next. Okay, we've got the self-etching primer on these. They're looking nice. This one here I just got done spraying. I'm gonna let these dry thoroughly. I'm gonna go back over like right here. We'll then fix that little ding and them little scratches right there. We'll fix that ding right there. And any other dings and scratches that we find along the way right there. We'll fix that. For the most part, they're pretty great. I got a little debris that fell out of somewhere. I'll knock that out, buff that just a little bit. So we'll let these dry up a little while. We'll get them prepped up, get the spot putty on, get them fixed up. We're almost ready for color. Using Rust-Oleum high performance wheel paint on this, very good stuff. Decided to pull these outside and spray them. Gone ahead and got them sprayed. They're drying now. Just follow the instructions on the can. Started out with a very light tack coat on each of these. Give that tack coat a little bit time to set up. Then I come back and put a medium heavy wet coat on them. I'll let these dry thoroughly. I'll check for any spots. May come back and put another heavy wet coat on it. After I get these outsides done, I'll flip them around, put some color on the inside just so they don't look weird driving down the road. But we're almost there. I was going to film that, but having to bring this out here in the more light, the wind started blowing and I just really had to get on it and get moving. But all the spots are looking great. So you don't want to hit them and forget them. It's important to do light coats. That tack coat is the best option to do. So it's just a real light dusting. Just makes the surface tacky. That way you can put a good wet coat on these. So they're turning out pretty good. Okay, we've got them flipped over. Getting ready to spray the other side with color. We'll get them sprayed black. Let them cure up. We'll put the clear to it. Okay, got them clear coated. Both sides. So we'll give them time to cure. I won't touch them again till tomorrow. I'll go over them real close. Anything I feel like needs to be touched, I'll touch it up. I did see a couple times my clear coat dropped a drip down onto the surface, so if it blends in, then fine. If not, then we just have to go see what it looks like.
Okay, we're back. We've got our wheels and tires. We're going to mount them right now. All right, we got it. So we got them all mounted up. It's been a multi-day project. I believe I pulled the first wheel off on November the 22nd. Cleaned it up a little bit, painted it just to try to see what it looks like. We brung you along for the ride. We got them all mounted, balanced, put on. I'm happy with it. I just absolutely love the way it looks. So we thank you for sticking around this long. I think it's going to be about a 15-minute long video all together. So I encourage you, if you don't know the Lord, you need to meet the Lord. You need to call on his name. You need to get saved. We're right here, December the 30th, right on the verge of a new year. The Lord could come back. Before the clock strikes midnight tonight, he could come back. Before you take another breath, he could come back. And I just want to encourage you that you can call on him right now while it's called today. The Lord wants to save you, wants to make a difference in your life. Build you an altar, seek the face of God. So we appreciate you stopping by Project 38. I'm Ranger Sprocket, Big Hoss on the camera. We'll see you next time.